Good morning, Pisces. How are we today? Wow, that's really dark.
The last piece, Mommy. Can you finish it?
Alright, but we can do the puzzle after, honey. I gotta finish my Pisces video for my fellow water sign friends. I've been sick for a week this month, didn't have my phone, so we've had a lot of slow ups. So we're gonna do the November 7 card spread we've been doing for everybody else. Let's do it. Alright, Pisces. This is something you can take a closer look at. Take a closer look at this, Pisces. Oh, one dropped. Okay, Pisces, you need to take a closer look at this. Dreamtime, creation. Let me see if I got another light I can put on there. Don't, you want the sticker off?
No, yeah. So
Okay.
it's time to eat apple time.
Okay, so Pisces, you need to take a better look at, a closer look at Dreamtime, creation is the, okay. And I'm going to go just like this is about, I think, I've only pulled this for a couple people, so what does Pisces need not worry about this month, November 2017? What does Pisces need not worry about? Cool, I finally pulled this for someone, Shaman. Ancient healing wisdom. This guy keeps coming up when I cut the deck. Keeps popping up, and he's staring me right in the face. So let's see what Shaman has to say, and that's something that you need not worry about. Pisces, I feel like it's going to tell you that you need not worry about trusting your instincts and your your internal guide and your guides, because they got your back. Okay. Oh, what does Pisces need to be aware of? Oh, two things: new moon and breach. Okay. What does Pisces need to be aware of? Jeez Louise, the cards are hopping this morning. Alright. There's something, Pisces, you need to be aware of, okay? And I think that this is definitely going to resonate with quite a few of you out there. Cave and sanctuary. Okay, so I feel like it's telling you guys not to hole up, not to, you know, it's okay to take that time to go within, but not to get lost within yourself. Okay. Okay, hold tight to this. Pisces needs to hold tight to this. November 2000. What is going on this morning? That's too many jumps, too many jumps. Okay, what does Pisces need to hold tight to? It's November 2017. One more. Lotus flower, an unfoldment. This is about, okay, this is about being, spiritually, like, accountable, I guess, and not, forcing it upon you or others. So don't feel like you need to force yourself to be extra spiritual, or you need to force other people into what you're believing. But hold tight to it. Hold tight to those beliefs that you have, Pisces, you know? Okay. What does Pisces need to learn to appreciate? What does Pisces need to learn to appreciate? November 2017. Okay. The cards have spoken. Forest. Breath. What does forest need to learn? What does Pisces need to learn to appreciate? This is forest. And the keyword is breath. Okay. Finally, last two is, what does Pisces need to stop pursuing, and what do you need to seek? So, what does Pisces need to stop pursuing this November? What does Pisces need to stop pursuing? That one felt good, but we're going to go one more. Okay, stop pursuing this. Stop pursuing iceberg, Pisces. Again, this is going to be in line with that cave vibe, okay? It's talking about stop holding back your feelings. Stop holding back what you feel that you need to say to people, Pisces. Stop holding back what you feel is your truth, because it's going to come out, and it's going to come out somewhere. So, and it's going to come out when it's unexpected. So you should stop trying to so adamantly hold back your feelings. and your truth. So, and what does Pisces need to seek? Okay. Dragonfly and emergence. This is a beautiful, beautiful spread, guys. This is what you need to seek. Stepping into your power, Pisces. Okay. We're all coming into a new, more wonderful phase. I can feel it. I guarantee it. Like, the last 2 to 3 years have been shit. I've said it time and time and time again. And I feel a new change coming, and I really hope that it is accurate. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty and what this all means here. So what do you need to take a second look at? Again, is dream time and creation. These cards are so beautiful. I'll be going back to my Wild Unknown deck for the mid-month for you guys, but I had to see this through because it's so beautiful. So this is what, Pisces, you need to take a second look at. Close your eyes, tune into your breathing, and allow yourself to sink deeply into the heart of the living creation that you are. As you notice your breath become steady and slightly deeper than usual, observe the urge within you that is begging to come forth in some creative action. Pay attention to any images, sounds, or feelings that beckon your awareness, and there you will find the key as to the manner in which you express this magnificent impulse. Excuse me. Your breath is a crossover between spirit and the physical reality. Breathing uncomfortably and steadily helps you align yourself with spirit, which then brings a clearer focus on what creative expression is prepared to be birthed through you and from you. Discard any habitual thought patterns that would prevent any manifestation of what you are being prompted to bring forth. Allow yourself to take risks with this self-expression, and all of creation will smile upon you. So basically, Pisces, stop that inner voice in your head that is telling you that you're not good enough, that what you feel is not the right thing. Shut down that inner hater, I guess I want to say to you guys, because it's not going to do any of y'all any good to how do you speak to yourself? What kind of thought patterns do you give to yourself, Pisces? And that's what I feel like it's talking about. Honor the living creation that you are. You're all beautiful, and it's time to step up and recognize that and take your kudos for that. What do you need not worry about? Now, this card, this is interesting. This is Shaman. This is ancient healing wisdom. Okay? I feel like it's going to tell you need not worry about your inner guide, because you go with the flow. Go with the feelings that you feel, because it's not just telling you this out of nowhere. Your brain, it's not just... Okay, so... Any illness, whether physical, emotional, or psychological, stem from the illness of spirit. It may be due to a soul loss, psychic intrusions, ancestral karma, or any other spiritual causes that could be contributing to the manifest condition for which you seek help. Whatever other gosh, I can't talk this morning. Whatever other methodologies or remedies you pursue, whether a Pollock alternative or a combination, let the healing of your spirit be your priority. Know that the deepest spiritual wound is the illusion of being separate from Source, God, Great Spirit, or whatever name you give the Creator. It is to trick the mind that creates this sense. It is the trick of the mind that creates this sense of separation. This is a time for deep healing, starting with your relationship with Spirit. Call upon your spirit guides and ancestors to help you with any emotional, mental, or physical healing that you need. Call upon the Creator to assist you in mending any rift in your relationship with Spirit. Choose your thoughts that support wholeness and well-being. Allow any darker thoughts or shadows to appear as well, but simply observe them as they arise in consciousness, then dissolve. See yourself as healed, whole, and complete, and it shall be. So Pisces, that's just, again, telling you to trust your inner voice and trust your inner instincts, because they are not just coming out of thin air for no reason. And it's maybe telling you to reconnect with the spiritual side of yourself, Pisces, this November. What is something that you need to be aware of? And this is like in a danger sense, and this is cave and sanctuary. Now, yes, it can be very nice, but I feel like there's a reason why you guys pulled that for a danger. Because you can go too deep into that cave and too deep into, your thought process. And we, especially water signs, have great imagination. We get lost in there. There is a quiet, still place inside of you that will always be available as a sanctuary. Yet finding such a space in the natural world will enhance and complement this internal sense of peace. Whether it is a cave, a meadow, a forest, a seashore, or any other setting in nature, this is where you see, hear, and feel the presence of the Creator in your surrounding. Let it become a temple for your heart and soul. Rather than having your computer, television, or any other man-made device or activity be your sanctuary, allow yourself to discover the perfect place in nature where you can simply be and breathe. Doing so bridges the connection between the internal and the external, facilitating a spiritual communion that allows your being to be aligned in dramatic and quiet revelry with all that is. In today's busy world, it becomes even more critical to set aside time for sanctuary, even if you have to schedule it. So it's basically, this is like a Four of Swords vibe, Pisces. Like, it's telling you that you guys need to take time to have some alone time and have some meditation for yourself, to go outside. It is kind of here in New Hampshire, in New England, it's kind of crappy some days lately because we're in the middle of November. It's pouring out today, but try to find a place where you can go and just be alone with your thoughts and just be, and not have to worry about what others are thinking, what others are doing, what you're doing for other people. And Pisces, I think it's, be aware of this for you as in a danger, because if you don't seek that, things like icebergs start coming along, and then you're not really living in your truth, and we don't want that for anybody. So something to hold tight to is lotus flower and unfoldment, and that also speaks of your spiritual communication, I guess, or your spiritual relationship. Your spiritual unfoldment is occurring at all times, whether or not you're aware of it. It is inevitable as long as you put your trust in the hands of the Creator, the one who holds the light. Like the lotus, the soul is always reaching for the light to fulfill its karmic destiny. But even in the process, there are periods of darkness and times to rest. It is a natural cycle, one that cannot truly be coerced or halted. It is an innate rhythm of its own, one that is unique to the being that is you. You do not need to strive or be driven for spiritual ambition. It does no good to try to force spiritual growth upon yourself or others for that matter. Allowing here is the key. Allow the place in you that naturally wants to find the light to do so, while recognizing that for even when you have complete faith, you will face challenges and occasionally suffering. Your steady faith and love will guide you on your journey to returning to the light. So just don't have others force their spirituality upon you, Pisces. You know inside where your spirituality lies and where your heart lies and where your truth is. So just, again, go with the flow. Don't let others force their shit on you, because you know what? That's maybe not for you, What is something you need to learn to appreciate? And this is forest and breath. This is going to be that that cave, that dreamtime creation vibe again, where just going out in nature and finding a place of solitude and silence for yourself to let yourself think and relax. Your breathing is too shallow. Okay, so learn to appreciate this, Pisces. Your breathing is too shallow. Although it may feel natural, it is an unhealthy habit that causes shortness of breath. When you subconsciously shorten your breath, no matter if it's habitual or triggered by some event or circumstance, it activates certain psychological signals that prepare your system for fight or flight. Another conditioned response to perceived danger is to hold your breath. This is your survival response, although it does not serve you to do so. So breathe. Inhale deeply, regardless of your concerns, worries, or problems. Then let it go. Now allow yourself to breathe a little deeper and slower a few times. Remember that every breath you inhale is a gift, and every breath you exhale is a gift. The forest is a clear reminder of how this works. It's because we breathe in oxygen from the trees and carbon dioxide, right? That's what we give to. Yes, and we give back to the trees carbon dioxide. So learn to appreciate just life itself, Pisces, and the fact that you can, don't look at what you don't have, Pisces. I want to say to you, look at what you do have and learn to appreciate that. Don't, look at where you might not live, what you might not be driving. Who gives a shit? It's really all material crap that we can't take with us when we go, okay? So, Pisces, I know you guys are very deep, loving people, so just remember that. Remember who the heck you are, and remember that changing yourself for anybody else is not going to serve you, and it's not going to serve the other person. I just felt like I had to say that. Stop pursuing this, Pisces, iceberg, submerge. Stop stuffing those feelings down. Stop, holding your tongue for other people. Fuck what they think, okay? Seriously. Stop not being whoever you are to try to appease somebody else. Because in the long run, if you have to try to be somebody else to try to get somebody to appreciate you, they don't really appreciate you. They appreciate this, false fake you. And then, you can't really ever relax or be who you are around this person or these people. So what you need to stop pursuing, suppressing your emotions, suppressing your truth, okay? Iceberg. Whatever you suppress or deny and attempt to keep out of conscious awareness will show up somewhere and somehow. You best believe it. These are your shadow aspects. At one time, you put them out of your conscious for good reason, yet they remain contained by shame and guilt. Sometimes their submerged aspects of yourself are projected onto others so that they mirror those that are denied or those denied or suppressed parts of yourself. I call it projecting. And people will talk shit about someone that is doing, A, B, and C, and that's exactly how they live their life. That is exactly what they're doing. That's projecting themselves onto somebody else because they can't even deal with it themselves. And you may even harshly judge those characteristics when they're exhibited.
Why did any cat want to eat muskrat, Mommy?
Cats don't eat muskrat. That's in Milo and Otis. Now is the time to allow these elements to surface and embrace them. They may make up some sort of self-expression, a secret dream you wish to accomplish, or even uglier aspects that are difficult to acknowledge or accept. Whatever you have submerged deep inside you, this is your opportunity to pay attention to those things and welcome them to the family called you. The good parts of you, the bad parts of you, the ugly parts of you, the beautiful parts of you, they are all parts of you, Pisces. So don't. Is that what you're doing? Puzzles? Stop it. So those are all parts of you, Pisces. And start being around people that celebrate and that love all those parts of you, whether they're, great or less desirable, okay? And finally, Pisces. Ari, can you be a little quieter, please? Please be a little quieter. Yeah, we're going to do the Ninja Turtle puzzle in a minute. What do you need to seek, Pisces? And this card is super powerful. I mean, look at this chick. This is Dragonfly and Emergence. Emergence. Like that kind of emergence. Look at her. You would not mess with her. I wouldn't anyway. Alright. Pisces, this is what you need to seek, okay, this November 2017, or maybe a little after, the energies permeate a little, previous and a little afterwards, the readings, depending on when you're watching them and when I'm doing them. Okay, so Dragonfly. You are in an intense process of emergence into the next cycle of your life. Unlike more gradual shifts in awareness you have experienced, this one is happening quite rapidly and come on quite unexpectedly.
Victor, I'm going to be in your video too, Mommy.
Okay. Then just sit with me and listen, because I'm reading the last card to Pisces, okay?
This is first about
Yep.
it.
Okay.
Welcome to my video.
Unlike more gradual shifts in awareness you have experienced, this one is happening quite rapidly and came on quite unexpectedly without any pauses for contemplation or indecision. You may even think that you are unprepared for such dramatic changes in your life, yet you are prepared. And you can put those experiences and wisdom to use that what you have accumulated up to now. No Sharpies, no Sharpies.
But I'm not doing Sharpies. I'm gonna draw these explores in circles.
Life is demanding that you move into the next stage of maturity. This requires you adjust your thinking about yourself, others, and your community. It calls you to shed yet another layer of your ego-filled defenses and let go of any illusions of being less than who you are. That is the basic message, I feel like, Pisces, to you guys, is that you guys need to hold your head up, square up your shoulders, and be who you are, because no one else is going to love you like you. No one else is going to have your back like you, Pisces, and no one else is going to be you. So appreciate the uniqueness and the beauty of who you are, Pisces, okay? Because you will find people around you that are like-minded, and you will find people that love you for you and not this fake you that you try to sometimes, that people try to sometimes put out there because they're feeling self-conscious. This period of emergence is one of broadened consciousness and heightened perceptual capabilities. And since it is inevitable, it is best to surrender to the flow and allow yourself to gracefully move into the next cycle of your life.
Mommy. Don't eat them all.
You did. So, Pisces.
Don't eat the chocolates all.
So, Pisces, like I said, be proud of who you are. Love who you are. Find people that are like-minded and that will celebrate the uniqueness of you. And that's, I think, one of the biggest secrets to learning to love yourself is to learning to take the quirks with the good parts and marrying them too, and saying, yo, this is who I am, you know, this is who I am. Love it or leave it, or walk on, because that's who I am. So, Pisces, you guys are beautiful, beautiful people, and I wish you the best November, and I hope, some of you could take something from it. Take what resonates for you, leave what doesn't, as always, and we'll see you guys in a little bit for some sort of funky mid-month spread that we come up with. I love y'all. Namaste.